Yo, how we all doing, guys? So today we are going to break down my entire content strategy which generates 1 million impressions a month. So what is the problem that most people usually struggle with Twitter growth because they don't have a system and they just post randomly, engage without plan, and they hope for the best, which usually don't work. So what we will cover in this video, basically we are going to look at three main pillars and stages of awareness. Then we will look at topics and how to pick them, and last but not least we will look at tweets and four main type of tweets. So we have threads, tweets, replies, and pin post. And trust me, with this system that I will show you, this will change the way you approach Twitter forever. So let's dive into it. Okay guys, this is it. This is the exact system that helped me get 1 million impressions a month on Twitter. And it might look quite a lot, but it's really not. We just need to really detailedly explain everything so you will properly understand how everything works and what thoughts go into a process of creating a very successful Twitter content strategy, right? So this is our content strategy, right? So let's start over here. And first, we'll cover the strategy later, but first we'll go to the three pillars and awareness stages, which is really important. So for our three pillars, we have first top of the funnel, middle of the funnel, and bottom of the funnel. Now for each of these stages, we have different purpose, right? At top of the funnel, our mission is to build some sort of recognition and presence, okay? So people start noticing us. For the middle of the funnel, where we nurture people, we build some sort of trust, authority, and we try to build some sort of credibility, right? And for the bottom of the funnel, okay, we have always the call to action, either to our group, either to our product directly, or whatever our call to action is. So the main goal here is to monetize and to convert people. Now, this is very important because later down the line you will see everything stands off the funnel, so you need to understand this quite well. Next, we have 5 stages of awareness, which is really important, so you will better understand down the line how whole this system work, and you will better understand the whole strategy itself. First, we have unaware people, which is basically that they don't feel pain but don't realize it yet. So what can you do here? Basically nothing yet. Then we have problem aware, where they are aware of the problem but not the solution, okay? So what we do at this stage, we ask questions that help them identify, explore, or deal with the problem. Third, we have solution aware, where people are aware of the solutions but not the products, okay? So at this stage, we question, seek more information on a method for solving a problem, okay? So for the fourth point, we have product aware. People are aware of the product but not yours. So basically at this point they're searching for details of a specific product or trying to compare several other products, okay? And last but not least, we have most aware, where they are aware of your product and they are basically ready to buy. You just need to push them a little bit. So here they are asking questions about your product's pricing, availability, or delivery options, basically. Okay, so we covered this. But all of this, both of these things are tied down to the your ideal customer profile. If you don't have this, this won't work, okay? Because you don't understand what people are searching for, what their goals are. You don't understand basically your ideal customers. So this is a huge problem down the line where we are creating our strategy. So where is X on this whole spectrum? So I created this quick funnel. If you're a Web3, crypto, SaaS, AI, or blockchain company, this will apply to you, but this applies also to any other company, just in different perspective, okay? So first, people will discover you most likely through X, LinkedIn, Reddit, Google, YouTube, or Medium. Then we'll start engaging with you again on these platforms and slowly on Telegram, Discord, Gmail, X, and YouTube. Then the next stage is using your products, so they will start using your NFTs, airdrops, engaging the community like Telegram or Discord, or you will start seeing some on-chain activity. Then the last part is retention, which is again this part, and more on-chain or your basically your product slash service usage. And last but not least, they became an ambassador for your company. So where does X lie on this whole funnel? Basically, X is mostly used for top of the funnel and a bit of middle of the funnel, where down the line you can directly promote your product, or even better, push your followers from X to Telegram and Discord community. Okay, so now we covered this, very important. Now we move on to topics. Okay, topics. So here, what you are going to do is pick 3 to 6 topics, basically, of what are you doing. So for my example, I picked, because I'm doing my personal brand, I picked marketing and sales, blockchain, crypto, and Web3, entrepreneurship, so agency building and my journey, some motivational content, and last but not least, some personal development and lifestyle, so people will resonate more with me. As you can see, we have some sort of percentages down over there. So what are these percentages? Okay, basically, as you can see, we'll pick always one main topic, which should count for about 30 to 50% of our whole content strategy. So this is the main topic of our channel, right? Then we have 1 to 2 side topics, which is basically 15 to 30%. In my case, I have marketing and sales and entrepreneurship. And last but not least, we have 1 to 3 minor topics, which is basically 5 to 15%. And in my case, this is motivational content and personal development and lifestyle, okay? So we covered the topics that we are going to use based on our interest. Then we are going to look at the type of content that we have. So we have engagement content, value-driven content, authority content, and trust and credibility content. So what is the difference between these four? Basically, they are suited for different stages of funnel, as I'll show you a little bit down the line. But first, what you need to know is that you'll try to spread across all of these four stages some sort of personal stories. So this will account to 15 to 25%. So you'll try to add a little bit of personal stories to the engagement content, to value-driven content, authority, and trust and credibility content. Now let's go to the percentages again. As you will see here, we have a funnel again. And for the top of the funnel, which is the largest one, we'll have engagement content, which you will see is also the largest over here, the 30%. You might say, okay, but we have 35% of value-driven content. True. But as you will see here, basically value-driven content is divided into top of the funnel and middle of the funnel. So basically we have like split here and we get like 50% of everything. Then in the middle of the funnel, we have authority, which is 20% in my case, and last but not least, we have bottom of the funnel where we have trust and credibility, which is 15%, and we spread across personal stories, which are 15 to 20% over the whole funnel. Okay, now this is it for the topics, and now to the last part, which is the longest one, is our posts. Okay, so we'll start with the easiest one. We'll start with comments. You'll try to comment 50 to 200 plus times a day to different creators. And I explained this in my previous video, so you can check it down where I explained the whole system. This will be too long if I explain it in this video. I will go over the main points here. First, we have targeting, which of your targeting you will create a list, and you will have two different types of list. One is for attention and one is for relationship. When you are writing your tweet, you will use growth hacking or our effective reply formula, which I break down in previous video. Go check it out, link in the description. And last but not least, if you want to see any results from all of these growth hacking and targeting, you need to optimize your profile. So three main components here are your profile pic, bio, and pin post. Now let's move on to the second part of posts, which are tweets. And here your goal will be that you tweet about 2 to 9 times a day, minimum 2, and this I think is really manageable, so you can do that. So here again we have type of content that we just established earlier in the video. We have engagement, value-driven, authority, and trust and credibility content, right? Now here we have different type of posts. Now we have engagement tweets, trending tweets, evergreen tweets, and conversion focused tweets. Okay, now if we look at this funnel again, you will see that engagement tweets will be for the top of the funnel. Then trending tweets will be divided into top of funnel and middle of the funnel. Evergreen content will be divided in the middle of the funnel, and for the bottom of the funnel we'll have conversion focused tweets. Now these are our main type of posts, but we'll have different type of tweets, okay? We have all of these different type of tweets, which is vulnerability, trading topic, value bomb, story, make a list, questions, series, actionable advice, and so on. I'll not go over all of these because it will be too long, but just pause the video and read them for yourself. Now, I again created a funnel where you can see where each of these posts is suitable for. So as you can see, for top of funnel we have open questions, joke, memes. For the middle of the funnel we have value bomb, story, make a list, testimonials. Now these four are basically again divided in top of funnel and middle of the funnel, and for the bottom of the funnel we have some sort of testimonials and vulnerability, okay? Now if you move again down, here I just lay down the whole exact thing so it's a little bit more clear how it works. So engagement, content, engagement tweets, then we have the tweets, then we have value, so trending tweets usually, and trending, and again. So here is the whole content strategy for tweets, so it's much more easier to digest, and you can pause the video and go over this and check it for yourself, right? Here again we have 5 stages of awareness again. This is basically just you will see how everything is connected. Again, we are doing X, so we are targeting unaware and problem aware people. As you can see, social media, then we have infographics, educational content, social media posts, and so on. And down the line we have different then channels, like we already talked about it over here, so Discord, Telegram, and so on, basically. As you can see, everything is connected, so it's a whole like ecosystem of everything. Then we have a thread post. So this is third topic of our posts. Here you will post 1 to 4 threads per week, ideally 4, because this is the most converting content that you can create. Basically, here again we have type of content, so engagement, value driven, authority, and trust and credibility. Now here is one key difference. We don't have engagement content, but as you will see down the line we do, but it's like a different concept of it. Now if we move on to type of threads, right? So type of threads are usually value driven, authority, or trust and credibility content. Now for type of tweets we have 5 different type of tweets. So evergreen threads, trending threads, technical and framework threads, and story-based threads, and last but not least, educational threads. Now all of these tie down to the sales and conversion threads. What is good thing about threads is that you can mix all of these topics, so you can use evergreen, technical, framework, and add some sale and conversion threads. You don't always need to use these. It really depends which funnel, again, as you will see over down here, you are targeting, right? As you see, I told you that we don't have no engagement content, but that's not true. We have trending threads, evergreen threads, story-based threads. This basically, it's not engagement content, but it helps with creating more engaging content when we are doing technical work or some frameworks or educational threads. It builds more credibility. So for example, you can use some trending topics and then create some educational threads based on it, so it will go more viral, right? When you engaged and basically explain or educated the customer, at the end you can throw in some conversion focus, but it's not always needed. It depends really on the goal of the thread. But if you are doing conversion, threads are best for this because they are mostly more lengthy and people are more interested in your topics that you are discussing and digesting. Now, if we go to the type of threads, we have different type of threads again, as we had different type of tweets, right? We have trending, guides, framework, mistakes and lesson, frequently asked questions, concept, simplification. Again, I will go over all of these, pause the videos, check them for yourself, and yeah. So if we move down the line, we have then type of content that we just talked about. Now, I told you that we don't have engagement content, but like I showed you in here in the funnel, right? We have trending threads, story-based threads, evergreen threads. Now I put in order all of these type of threads here, so you know which thread is for what. and you can use it and pre-use it when you are diving into your value-driven content, authority content, or trust and credibility content, which is basically trust and credibility is for sales and conversions. Authority content is where we educate our customer, and value-driven content is some technical or framework work. Basically, now down here again you have all the type of tweets that we put in order for technical framework that you can use and educational threads. But the key here is that you mix all these together and create like a beautiful thread that will be engaging, educational at the same time, and at the end you sell something to them, which is the key so we make conversions, right? Or I don't know, your call to action could be also to the community, whatever it is, right? As you can see here, we created a structured version of the whole threads funnel, how we do it. And again, as you can see, our threads come into a problem and solution where we have some sort of infographics, guides, how to, checklist, podcast, white papers, sometimes maybe case studies. So basically threads go more into a solution aware, product aware, but it touches a little bit a problem aware. It depends how you write it, right? And what your goal is again here. Now, last but not least, and it's the last point of our post, is pin post. Again, this all ties down to the type of content we have, so engagement, value-driven, authority, and trust and credibility. Now, it really depends on your goal, what is your goal with pin tweet, but if you're doing engagement content, you can pin post some sort of update or set some sort of engagement expectation setting. Now, if you are doing value content or authority content, here it really depends. You can showcase your expertise or your achievements. This works very well, but I will always recommend that for your pin post, you use some sort of trust and credibility content. So basically you present them your offer and you sell to them. As you can see here again, it's just presented in the funnel, so it's easier to digest and to understand. And again, as you can see here, we have our 5 stages of awareness, where we are targeting mostly product aware with this pin post. This is our whole strategy. Now, if we look, the last part is basically how is this created into a funnel again, so you will understand it more easily. Basically, like I told you, replies are always for attention, so it's top of the funnel. Then we have tweets for the middle of the funnel, where we basically convert people so they start reading our threads, and when they start reading our threads, we can educate our customer and position ourselves as authority, and basically at the end we add that call to action that we talked about earlier, so people start buying. As you can see, I put a pin post over here because basically it can applies to any of these sections, whatever you decide. But like I told you earlier, also I always recommend that you put it at the bottom of the funnel, because this first post that people will see, and the goal is to convert them as quickly as possible. And here again we have 5 stages of awareness, and where which of these tactics lies. So we have reply is basically created for unaware and problem aware people, then tweets are for problem aware and solution aware people, and threads we have for solution aware and product aware, and for most aware people we have pin post. Now, I hope you learned and enjoyed this strategy of mine, which helps me to generate 1 million impressions a month on Twitter. Follow me on my Twitter, link is in the description, and subscribe to my YouTube channel and leave a like. Now, if you're a Web3, blockchain, crypto, SaaS or AI company and you want to work with me directly, head to my website, link is in the description, and book a call with me where you will get free audit of your X page and how to add $15,000 to your business with X. And thank you guys for watching, and see ya.